Well,
Well,
yeah.
one thing I wrote down from a workshop I was at with Mara is there's no neutral with CRT. No discipline is neutral or safe from being infused with racism. And it just made me think of ESOL, and you know, a lot of us instructors in ESOL are white women, and the more I read about CRT, the more I feel bad about that, you know, in a way, because I think a lot of instructors get into the field to help students assimilate. And then that is so complicated, right? Because, and people that talk about, you know, accent reduction, I'm like, cultural genocide, stop it, you know? So I have all kinds of interesting, you know, or all kinds of things that I start to think about now that I'm learning about CRT. And I don't tell my students anymore, you know, that, you know, learn English and you will, you can do anything in the U.S. Because honestly, that's just not true.
Accent reduction, I love that the topic, like as a
moral,
ethical
is actually super complicated.
So what is the prevailing view right now? Is it like a shifting thing, or is it like half and half?
There's people, there are definitely divided groups, because there are people out there who are like, no, you know, people want to lose their accent so that, you know, they can press forward and be successful, and you know, I can make a lot of money doing it because there's a ton of money in it. Because especially people that want to, you know, rise to the top, they're willing to pay. But then I just think of, you know, the immigration story, how all of our parents came here, and, you know, maybe, you know, your parents or grandparents decided, no, we aren't going to speak German at home anymore because we want to be Americans. And so that part of the culture was lost to us.
It's very delicate because my parents are immigrants. I was born here, and I asked them, why am I named Anne? My brother's Tommy and Dennis. I'm like, we love these Chinese. Not that I necessarily wanted a Chinese name. They're like, because, you know, all this discrimination. They came and they're like, we were not going to give you names. We have Chinese middle names. And
Right.